Okay, it's August 6, 2014, and these two hurricanes, Iselle and Julio, are headed for Hawaii. Here's Hawaii, right here, and here's Iselle and Julio back here, and this is daybreak. So let's look about 6 hours after this. They're closer. Here's Hawaii, the big island, and it looks closer. Okay, that's regular visible light, and darn it. Okay, so that's ending at 1930. Now here is still visible light. This is a little bit later. Okay, so I'm going to show you something here that what I think is very, very suspicious, that these storms are being steered. Okay, everything looks pretty normal, especially focus in this area right here. I think I can zoom here a little bit. Okay, now this is basically the latest image right before the sun went down. Actually, is going down right now, but I'm very suspicious of what's happening in this area right here. And if this is photoshopped or not, I don't know. But if we look at the water vapor mode, things start looking very odd. Okay, so this is early in the morning. This is at daybreak. And you notice this dark area here. This dark area here indicates real dry air, or lack of water droplets. You know, I've never really figured out what the heck it means, except that generally when it's black like this, they're hiding something. Because look here, we see these clouds here rotating around. And once they enter this dark zone, it's just pitch black here. So this is at daybreak. Let me show you also, there's chemtrails all over the place here. For instance, right off. Now this is what's being used to maintain the drought in California. These are chemtrails here. These are chemtrails. Let me zoom one time. Okay, these are chemtrails. You can see them popping up and then disappearing, straight lines. And particularly off the coast of Alaska here. These are chemtrails here, okay? They're being laid perpendicular to the flow of the jet stream so that they smear out quickly. Let me just zoom in a little bit. See these lines here? They're like, there's like 6, 8 of them right here. And as quick as they're laid, about 30 minutes later, they're smeared out. Okay, so there's heavy chemtrails. And I think this is being done for beneficial reasons, to keep this low pressure here as a weak low pressure, to keep the warm air out of Alaska. So, you know, in my book, that's a necessary evil for the moment. These chemtrails, you can see where this is flowing. This is flowing into the Pacific Northwest, which will then be pushed down into California. So this is being chemtrailed here to maintain the California drought. Okay, and we can see some up here, popping up here. Kind of better to zoom maybe. These chemtrails, chemtrails, chemtrails. A lot of chemtrails going on here. But the main thing I want to point out is this is pitch black right here. Between Iselle, Hurricane Iselle, and the Big Island, it is pitch black here in water vapor mode. Now, if we jump ahead 6 hours, okay, we got a lot more chemtrails. Now it's midday. Midday is the best time to lay chemtrails. And, okay, the thing's closer to the Big Island. And, I don't know, I'm thinking I see some chemtrails here. These are straight lines and they smear out. And these are kind of like indicators that they would use on the satellite maps to judge the motion of the atmosphere at different altitudes. Now next 6 hours, we start seeing this gray area fill in a little bit, and it certainly is getting narrower. And next 6 hours, it's getting a lot closer, and this is basically a current image for, let me try and get in the correct area here, for right now, which is 11 p.m. Central, August 26th. Okay, so we're finally seeing this area filling in. But if we look at the infrared, here's long wave infrared, and on long wave infrared, okay, now this is, I think this is about noon, let me see. Yeah, no, this is really daybreak. So this is when this area here was the blackest at daybreak. But what do we see here? I think I'm seeing chemtrails right here. Okay, folks? If we're seeing chemtrails here in long wave infrared, and they have hidden it in the other satellite views, especially the water vapor mode, because chemtrails show up strongest in water vapor mode, then this hurricane, both hurricanes are being steered into Hawaii. Are these chemtrails? That's the question. So let's just see. I see a lot of straight lines here. I see a lot of straight lines in this area. And chemtrails, they're laid, then 30 minutes later, they're smeared out. So folks, I see chemtrails directly in the path here between Hurricane Iselle and Hilo, Hawaii, or whatever the big island's called. So what this may be doing is, if the chemtrails are laid at like sort of middle altitude, then they will form a rising air because the air gets heated because of the blocking sun. I mean, it blocks the sun, that air layer gets heated, it rises, and it's going to, I think, flow this way, which will help to pull the hurricane in this direction. Let me show you something else very suspicious. Okay, here is the surface pressure map at daybreak. Let me straighten this up. Okay, here's surface pressure map at daybreak. Notice they don't even bother to tell us what the pressure is over here. Here's a damn hurricane about to hit a major population center, and they don't even bother. Okay, here is mid-afternoon, and now they at least are showing us, oh, there's a little high pressure on top of the big island here, but they're not showing anything. Okay, so another sea level pressure. This is current right now. Now they're starting to show, oh, there is a little pressure gradient around this hurricane here. What crap. Now here's the jet stream picture at sorry, the stupid dog. The jet stream picture at daybreak. Here's jet stream picture mid-morning. Jet stream picture mid-afternoon. And, oops, okay. Now this jet stream picture, 0 Zulu, so this is right about, you know, as the sun's setting, pretty much. Or sun setting in central time zone, anyway. But the jet stream here shows there is no jet stream pressure gradient to push this hurricane towards Hawaii. I find that extremely suspicious. I certainly am not a hurricane expert or anything, but why is that? Why are those hurricanes moving if there's no jet stream up here? In fact, there's another map I can look at. It would be this one here. And let me zoom. Now, it is in agreement with the other one that there is no jet stream pressure here. There is no jet stream. So why is that hurricane moving the way it is? I think that's very suspicious. The most suspicious thing is this water vapor map. one more map to look at. This is shortwave infrared. Before we look at longwave infrared, and we could kind of see some chemtrails. Well, here is shortwave infrared. Let me zoom it. Ah, crap. Wrong way. Ah, this stupid map. Heaven knows why it does this stuff. Unzoom. Zoom. Go to the bottom here. Anyway, I just want to document the fact that Hawaii's getting hit with 2 hurricanes in a row. Very odd stuff here. Very odd. Finally got it. And I see some odd stuff, very odd stuff happening on these maps. It makes me think it's just something funny's going on here. It's my belief that the HARP in Texas is used to prevent Gulf Coast hurricanes, and that's pretty much a proven fact as far as I'm concerned. But there is no HARP that can reach out in the Pacific like this, so you know they have to use chemtrails to control these things. In this case, are they deliberately aiming it at Hawaii? You know, that's the question here. You know, are these straight lines? I think I do see some chemtrails here. This is shortwave infrared. If these are chemtrails right in this black zone, you know, why is this zone here black when in infrared it looks identical? Okay, here we go back to the early morning. Oh, sorry, let me unzoom. Okay, here we go. Why is this just pitch black here, which is hiding those potential chemtrails, whereas in shortwave infrared, you know, it just looks like any other spot in the ocean. This is pitch black for some reason in water vapor mode. Looks the same it looks the same as everywhere else. And if we go look at longwave infrared, I kind of zoomed too far, but you get the idea. Again, it looks the same as everywhere else, but and I do see some lines here. I kind of need to stop it and step through. Stop, but I gotta unzoom if I do that. But again, these would be photoshopped, so how much of this is genuine, it's unknown. But, you know, I definitely, okay folks, look at this. I'm seeing lines here, 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 and then some lines here. I mean, I am seeing a bunch of lines here. And not only that, holy cow, look at this. Here's 2 parallel lines right here. 2 parallel lines, right there, right there. So, those look like chemtrails to me. If they're chemtrailing between the hurricane and the Big Island, I think they are steering it. Let me step through one more frame. And these frames are 30 minutes apart. You know, chemtrails, they disperse pretty quick. Okay, I don't see much there. Next. And I'm not seeing much there either. Not seeing a whole lot there. What about here? No, I don't really see a whole lot. I apologize for this lousy interface. I should do something about this. Well, anyway, folks, you know, this mystery remains right here. Why is this so black between the hurricane and the Big Island, right in the area where we can basically see chemtrails in the both shortwave infrared and longwave infrared? And I just want to underline the fact that water vapor mode is where you look for chemtrails on these maps. And you know, right up here north of Hawaii, I think that's chemtrailing right there. you know, we see a whole lot of lines that are lined up like this. You know, unless somebody's flying to Anchorage, Alaska every 15 minutes, there's no reason for those lines to be there. So they'd be chemtrailing in this area and between Hawaii. So let me just outline this again. They're chemtrailing here. They're chemtrailing in this black area, here. And they're chemtrailing up here to stop the rain in California. I mean, that'll just be a gray haze by the time it reaches the Pacific Northwest. And there's heavy chemtrailing up here off the Aleutian Islands, which I guarantee you that's absolutely 100% chemtrailing. But in my book, that's okay, because we've got to pull out all the stops to stop the Arctic from melting. But hope you can see that. I got a scratch on the monitor, so ignore that diagonal there. Well, you folks in Hawaii, I don't know why they're doing this to you, but apparently somebody has some financial gain from seeing Hawaii get 2 hurricanes hit it directly, basically. So I just wanted to document the fact that that seems to be going on. Okay, thanks for watching.